Hi everyone, I'm quite excited about this video because, as a lot of you know, I'm really into renewable energy. I think it's very good, and you know, I like all the different types, whether it's thermal, you know, air source heat pump sort of stuff, wind generation, and of course photovoltaic. And in this video I've got a mini haul of photovoltaic modules. So what it was, about a week or two ago, I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy loads of different ones and test them out and see what I like, what I don't like, and see what I can learn. So yeah, I've got a mini load of these PV cell things, and I'm going to show you now. Okay, so in fact, let's get rid of this white polystyrene thing, whatever it is. So the first one, by the way, I've not seen these myself, so I might waffle a bit here or be a bit surprised myself. So what have we got? We've got some polycrystalline here, polycrystalline wafers soldered together in here. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, that makes sense. What does it say here? The back of this doesn't look particularly good quality, but whatever, it doesn't matter too much. 110 by 60, so that's measurement in millimeters. And there, of course, are the connection points in the middle here. So my light source for today is only going to be these CFLs that are above me. They're daylight CFLs, but of course they're not going to be able to give as much irradiance as the sun, but it'll be good enough for testing. So that's the first one, and it actually feels good quality on the top, not so good on the back, but however the whole thing appears to be good. I'm going to test these in a minute, but there's the first one. This one, what's this one? Okay, this needs to be kept somewhere flat because I know that these things are very brittle, and I think maybe that's a bit weak. But anyway, we've got like a white, you know, like a sweet wrapper sort of backing. There are the two tabs, of course, to connect to whatever you want to connect to. It's got like a, I don't know what that is, like what's it called now? Acrylic, is it acrylic? Like an acrylic-y sort of coat on it, 1mm thick. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. We've got 12 again, but they're bigger, look. And also, I'm not sure if they are monocrystalline or polycrystalline. I think these are mono. These are poly, these are mono, I think. Because they're dark coloured. And you can't see any you know, mottledness on them. Anyway, so that's cool. I'll test that one in a minute as well. This one, what's this? Let's open it up. I'm going to show you the links for this as well, of where I bought them from. Ah, that's much better. Right, that's rigid. This one's very rigid. That's not going to break. This one's a bit weak, but anyway. So this one, oh, this looks like it's actually one of the full cells. One of the full cells, because you know they have this rounded thing on, don't they? And they're all in like a mosaic. So this looks like one of the full ones. So I'm going to peel this off and have a look at the front of it properly. Yeah, that's quite cool. Again, I think this one is mono because I can't see any like mottling. There's like a weird mottling on the poly ones. Like, I mean, I don't know if the camera can pick it out, but almost like a cloudy sort of mottling. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, this one I think might be mono again, but I'm not too sure because it's a bit blue. The back is good quality. This is a good quality panel, I can tell that straight away. So we've got the connection points, which are supposed to be these two, and it says 110 by 110 millimeters. Okay, cool, that'll be good. Next, wow, this one's very dark. So it's a resin type like this one, where they put the wafers down. Wow, these are very black. They put the wafers down and encase them in some sort of plasticky resin. Okay. What's this one say? The back is reasonable quality. It's like a copper clad board. And there are the connection points again. 125 by 63. I can't wait to actually check out the voltages of these cells. So what else we got here? Oh, we've got another one of those. That's going to be the same as that. It's the same size. It looks like the same amount of wafers on it. This one does look slightly better quality though, because they've got a strip over there. But having said that, putting a black strip across there will slightly reduce the amount of energy that it can create, because you're actually blocking off some of the cell. But anyway, it does look slightly better. Now what does it say on the back? Presumably it's going to say the same as the other one, 110 by 60. Let's see if this will come off. Ah, it's ripped. Okay, but it's going to be the same thing. Back looks the same. Well, actually this one does look a little bit better. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. That is pretty much going to be the same as that. And finally, I have this big one. Now, this one again, this is very good quality. It feels very rigid. It's got a black band across there. Now, it's got a lot of these little cells. So if that's got 12. This has roughly got 24, is it? I don't know, about 20, something like that. Yeah, so it looks like it's probably got roughly 20. I wonder if it's got 22 actually. Let's see what this says on here. 24? No, I don't know. But it's got 20 something. I suppose I could count them, but whatever. And this looks like it's polycrystalline again. I've actually got some of these wafers. I did a video on them. And they're super thin, and they're extremely brittle. Anyway, what's it got on the back of this one? It says 200 by 90. 200 millimeters by 90 millimeters. Anyway, that's the haul, or the mini haul. Now it's time to test these things out. So how am I going to do this? I'll show you now. Okay, so the way I'm going to test these is in two ways. First, I'm going to try and draw a current, and the second way is I'm going to look at the voltage. Now, there are lots of complexities when it comes to this. Like there's I can't remember the exact names now, but there's like open voltage and closed voltage or something like that. I can't remember the exact terms, but I'm going to do some tests anyway. Maybe if I can find out what the exact terms, I can write them in the video. But you know, whatever, let's just do some testing. So I'm going to set this to 20 volts because I know that it's not going to be more than that. And we'll test the voltage first. So I'll go COM and, oh, I shouldn't do that actually. COM and voltage. And let's get one of these and see what happens. So bearing in mind the light is going to be the same for each of the panels, it should be a fairly, a fairly good test. Now, actually, I'm going to do another thing. I'm going to write on the back of each one with a marker. I know that we're only testing, but it's interesting for comparison. So I'm just going to go and get a marker. Okay, so I have a marker. Right. So we need to connect the plus to the plus. Now, of course, you can do it here, but it's easier to do it here. So the plus to the plus and the minus to the minus. Anyway, so I'll put this on here. And what have we got? 4.72 volts. 4.72 volts. So 4.72, I'll just write that on here. 4.72 volts. Now, of course, that doesn't really mean anything at the moment. It's just for comparison. So 4.72. I'll put that one over here. Now this one I assume is going to be the same. Let's rip this off. And the minus on here. Let's see what happens. So it says, put it in the same place. Wow. 4.44. 4.44. It's actually less. 4.44. So there you go. That's that one done. 4.44. Now this is what looks like monocrystalline, which is supposed to be better. Now I could be wrong, it might not be mono, but these are supposed to be better, but let's see what happens. So to start with, it's a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's 3mm bigger this way, so I assume, no, that's probably not going to have any effect, but it is 125 the other way, so yeah. Let's see what happens. So plus to plus and minus to minus. And here we have 5.28 volts. 5.28 volts, so that's an improvement. 5.28. 5.28. So that's minus there and plus here. Providing they don't short, we should get a decent result. Wow, I'm actually surprised at that. So it's 4.58. Wow. I expected it to be a lot more. It just goes to show how these panels are working. I mean, some panels work better in low light than others. But anyway, let's see. So the next panel is this one. Now this one does look very, very good quality. And it's rigid. So let's see what happens here. 5.72, yeah, so there is a bit more voltage. Now if I just put this up, not that it would be a fair test, but if I just put this up here right by the light, yeah, that's interesting. But for the purposes of making it a fair test, let's put it back to where the others are, which is about there. So 5.7. Okay, so we've got like some dimpling or rippling or something on the resin or whatever it is that's on it, but anyway, it won't matter. Let me just buff this up a little bit. So what are we thinking with this one? Plus there, so let's see what happens now. So is this a fair test? Let me put it exactly where the other one was, about there. 9.2 volts. 9.2 volts with these CFL lights. So 9.2. 9.2. Let's just write that on there. 9.2 volts. Okay, so let's just assess the findings here. So what have we got in terms of voltage? Now that's 9.2, but that's not surprising. So 9.2 volts. Which is the next one? So we've got a 5. What's this here? 5.7. Okay, 5.7. Again, that's not surprising really, because it's, well, okay, well, whatever. 5.7. Now these, you can see that we've got some sort of difference. So we've got 5.28. 5.28. Now that's a little bit surprising, because this one here is actually higher than this one. Now why would that be the case? I suppose it makes sense. 5.28, but this will be half of the amount of current probably, or half the wattage. Anyway, so 5.28. So that's either way that's more voltage than that. So this is a very good module. So this one, 4.55. They're all around this actually. So 4.72, 4.44, and 4.55. So this is the most efficient one. Well, let's take these two to start with. So these two are supposed to be the same, but this one's got better voltage. So that's 4.44, this is 4.72. Now I think I know why straight away. I think it's because of that black strip, because you can see this can get more exposure to the sun or to sunlight, because this black strip here actually covers over a portion of the the cells. Just thinking, is there another issue here as well? How many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So no, it's the same. So yeah, I think it's probably because of that strip there. So let's have a look. Yeah, they're both the same other than that. 4.72, 4.44. So this is a good one as well. This one's not so good, probably because of that stripe. What have we got here? So this is 4.55, so this is somewhere in the middle of the two. So you can see that it's not really as efficient as these, because these get better voltages for the same thing, but this will be double the current. Anyway, so in the next video I'm going to go through these in a bit more depth, looking at the current. So of course with those being the same voltages, that's going to be able to deal with more current. But anyway, that's what I'm going to cover in the next video, just to try them out.